Hello and welcome to this special broadcast of the Election Centre that comes to you live from Goa the night before Manohar Parikar's crucial floor test. Will he be able to hold the numbers and remain as Chief Minister, or could there be a last-minute twist in the tail? Remember, Digvijay Singh is the Congress leader who's been camping here now for the past 3 or 4 days. He says that money has been paid. The BJP has bought its way into power in Goa. But Manohar Parikar says that he's confident that he has the number. In fact, he claims it is the Congress MLAs who are calling him to switch sides. So Goa poised on a cliffhanger. We'll be live with our key players in just a second from now. But before that, let's lay out for you the numbers game. Why is this going to be such a fascinating floor test? Now, if you look at the Goa Assembly, it has a size of 40. Halfway mark is 21. Now, the BJP just had 13 MLAs, but with the support of 2 small parties and a number of independents, it has managed to reach to 22, perhaps if Churchill Alemao also supports it, 23. So that just about takes it over the halfway mark. The Congress, though, as the single largest party, has 17 MLAs. And so if even 2 MLAs from the other side cross over, then the entire picture could change. But is that going to happen, or is this now a done deal for Manohar Parikar? Well, joining me here live from Goa, we are at the town of Madgaon, which is just a few hours south of Panjim, with this beautiful municipal building in the background, is the Congress's man of the moment at the here in Goa. Digvijay Singh joins me, and also Vijay Sardesai. Now, he's somebody who was earlier with the Congress. He formed his own Goa Forward, and he is supporting Manohar Parikar. In fact, he's been sworn in already, so he's Minister Vijay Sardesai as we speak. Also joining us is Shripad Nayak of the BJP. He's a minister in the Modi government. He's joining us from Goa because he is indeed the MP from North Goa. Also joining us is Aman Sinha, BJP spokesperson, and also Wendell Rodericks, designer and someone who's very passionate about Goa. He's currently in Delhi. He joins us as well. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll also be dialing up some of these smaller parties and independents to do a last-minute check to see where exactly they stand. Digvijay Singh, now you're sitting here very relaxed and smiling. Does this mean you've given up?
Certainly not. If you are seeing me smiling, that shows confidence.
Okay.
We will defeat the motion, and Mr. Manohar Parikar will create a record of sorts. The defense minister resigned from Government of India,
Yes.
took oath as Chief Minister of Goa,
Yes.
shall be unseated within 48 hours.
You say this with such confidence, but where are the numbers? I mean, here we have Vijay Sardesai sitting next to you. He's still very much with Mr. Parikar. Are you not, Mr. Sardesai?
I'm very much with. We have formed a government which
Yes.
will be on a common minimum program,
Huh.
and I am with the government. I am a minister of the government now.
No last-minute effort by Digvijay
No.
Singh to try and get you to cross over?
It's too late now.
Mr. Singh,
Yes,
he's sitting next to you.
of course.
Is there any last-minute offer you can make him even at this hour?
You see, you must understand,
Yes.
in politics, it is the ideology
Right.
and commitment which works. I must compliment Vijay Sardesai.
Yes.
He was the most aggressive MLA against Parikar,
Yes.
against BJP
Yes.
from 2012 to 2017.
Hmm.
And I've got the greatest regard for this man. He's a political animal.
Even now?
He's a political animal.
Huh.
But I was very disappointed
Yes.
when he joined hands with Mr. Parikar, whom he was most critical about.
This is something which Vijay Sardesai asked you earlier as well. I mean, you used the strongest language against Manohar Parikar. You said he's a dalal. You said the BJP is a dalal which is selling Goa and Goinkarpon, as you call it, Goanness. And here you are, now a minister in his cabinet.
See, as far as I'm concerned, the past is the past. The future is Goa first.
What changed? What has changed? The allegation Digvijay Singh is making is that big money was paid off.
No. See, if Mr. Digvijay Singh is making an allegation that big money was paid off,
Yes.
then the Congress has to say how much money they paid me to fight campaigns for them, including the Lok Sabha election campaign.
Okay.
So I can't be bought. And if the Congress intends to manufacture a majority again
Yes.
by rebuying us again, then I'm not for resale.
Are you trying to rebuy MLAs?
Well, my first reaction was money power has superseded the people's power. A party which was decimated by the people of Goa, Chief Minister lost, 7 of their BJP ministers lost, 60% of the sitting BJP MLAs lost, and reduced to a figure of 13.
Right.
They cobble up a post-poll alliance.
No, but
And
that
form
is...
form
No, I want to get Shripad Nayak on that, but you know, the reason for that, of course, which has come out again and again, is because you, with all respect, seem to have bungled the whole process of getting the numbers together and going to the governor. You didn't, the Congress didn't act fast enough. Is that not true, Vijay Sardesai? I mean, you were saying that it has mismanaged the entire thing.
Yeah, mismanagement and Congress in Goa go hand in hand. They have been mismanaging affairs for the last 5 years. We kept the opposition flag alive.
Yes.
It is because of this same aggression that I had against the BJP, which is why Congress managed to win 17 seats. Otherwise, the
No, but
Congress
did-
would have
did-
been, the Congress leaders used to get holed up and not speak a word.
But did
Today
Mr.
I-
Digvijay Singh meet you after the results, try to persuade you?
See, Mr. Digvijay Singh and I share a very good rapport, which is why we tried to cobble up a pre-poll alliance. Which pre-poll alliance would today have been enough to gain power? in
Anyway,
Goa?
all that is now academic. Shripad Nayak, let me go across to you. Yeah.
Quickly. I must quickly. If Goa forward and Congress had been together, I totally agree with Vijay.
Yeah.
We would in more than 24,
Good evening,
and
good
he
evening.
didn't have to go for an unholy alliance with BJP. And I and Venugopalji met 11th night at 12 o'clock at his house.
Okay, we'll get, interesting skeletons are now coming out of the closet, but is it too late? Shripad Nayak, the allegation is that you may have the numbers, but you have acquired these numbers through money power, even though you lost the election.
Yes.
So this is a government which may have the majority on paper, but it has lost the moral argument.
मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूं कि जो मेजोरिटी हमने की हुई है वो क्या बाहर के लोग हैं क्या? ये तो गोवा के लोगों ने उनको चुन के दिया हुआ है और कांग्रेस के ऊपर वो विश्वास नहीं करते, इसलिए तो हमारे पास आए हुए हैं। और मैं कि कांग्रेस क्या है उन्होंने देखी है और इसलिए उन्होंने विश्वास रखा और हमारे साथ आए। हमने गॉन टू द गवर्नमेंट and they have given the written support to us. We had a parade with governor. You know everything. And then, yeah, you think. And other two independent also joined to us. This is not majority. ये मेजोरिटी नहीं है क्या? और मैं जो हिंदी में एक कहावत है, हिंदी में एक कहावत है, नाचना नहीं आता है, तो बोलता है आंगन टेढ़ा है।
You have created a majority on the
परिस्थिति
basis of
कांग्रेस की हुई
two
है।
small parties and almost 3 to 4 independents. क्या ये
और
टिकने
इसलिए
वाली है?
उन्होंने
Is
उसको
this going to last?
2 दिन अपना लीडर चुनने में 2 दिन लगे, तब तक सब कुछ हुआ था, सब तक। और ये तो जानते हैं किसके पास क्या मेजोरिटी है और अननेसेसरली दे आर क्रिएटिंग द प्रॉब्लम। अननेसेसरली जो आरोप लगा रहे हैं, जो कुछ कहने को नहीं आता तभी एक और नहीं आता तभी तो कहते हैं कि पैसा लिया है, क्या लिया है। पैसे का व्यवहार तो कांग्रेस अच्छी तरह जानती है, जिस तरह का और जो व्यवहार वो जो व्यवहार करते हैं वही चश्मा उन्हें लगाया है, वही बाकी पार्टी पे वही करते हैं, उसको लगता है। तो अभी तो घोड़ा मैदान नजदीक है, कल तो मेजॉरिटी प्रूव हो जाएगी।
Respond to the fact that you took 2 days to elect your leader. In fact, even to date, we don't know who is the leader. Who is the leader of the Congress?
Well,
You have a leader?
Absolutely wrong.
Okay.
The results were declared by 11th evening, late evening.
Yes.
And we had elected our leader, Mr. Babu Kavlekar, on 12th evening.
Who had you elected?
Mr. Babu Kavlekar.
Okay.
Chandrakant Babu Kavlekar.
All right.
And we conveyed to the governor on 12th evening itself.
But was that an acceptable? Would that have been an acceptable name to the parties who you were seeking? I mean, Mr. Babu Kalwekar, with all respect, is not somebody that one really knows much about.
Mr. Babu Kavlekar has been chosen when all attempts to cobble up a majority failed.
Achha.
The leader of the Congress party remains Mr. Luisin Falero. He is much more powerful than Mr. Digvijay Singh. And it is not in the Congress party's hand. They have bartered the Congress party at the state unit.
Yes.
The central leadership has given it in his hands and he can do whatever he wants to do. People like us have broken relationship with the Congress party
Because
they are over-investing in one individual and he calls the shots. And second, Congress party...
And he has a problem with you.
No, he has a problem with the whole of Goa. It is he or no one. It's his way or the highway. So the main issue here is that the Congress party has invested everything in one individual. This Luisin Falero was ready to have an alliance with a RSS, with a Hindutva, hardcore Hindutva outfit, but not with us.
Okay.
This is post-election, before result.
Okay, this is getting into the minutiae of Goa politics, but the big picture. I mean, he's saying that literally the state unit has taken the party to ransom, and it is a divided house. The Congress is squabbling among itself.
Absolutely.
Nitin Gadkari meanwhile comes and forms the government.
Absolutely wrong. In fact, anyone who has bartered the interest of Goa to BJP, pardon my saying so, Vijay, you have done this. You have gone against the mandate of the people of Goa. Therefore, pardon my saying so, but that is something which you will have to answer to the people who have elected you.
Okay, but I want to ask.
I am ready to answer to the people, and I am ready to answer to the people now.
Okay.
See, I was not a pre-poll ally of the Congress, so the Congress expecting me to be with them is like taking me for granted.
Okay.
For no reason whatsoever, and they couldn't elect a leader, whereas the BJP showed that they could sacrifice their defense minister in 5 minutes for the sake of Goa.
But I have my sympathy. I have my sympathies for Mr. Nayak, Shripath Nayak. He was much senior to Mr. Parikar, a Bahujan Samaj, who has been totally relegated to background by Mr. Parikar.
Mr. Shripath Nayak, let me ask you, sir, that one Digvijay Singh says you've been relegated to the sidelines, but more importantly, what has happened now to the Congress? I mean, yesterday Manohar Parrikar told us in an exclusive on this show that actually more than the fear that his side may cross over to the Congress MLAs may cross over to the BJP, and he's getting calls from them. Is that true?
To whom? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Shripath ji, boliye.
जी please repeat.
I'm saying, is it true, Mr. Shripath Nayak, that Congress MLAs are in touch with the BJP? Some of them may even cross over to you by tomorrow?
No. I don't know about others. Yeah.
Okay, you don't know about others, but let me ask Wendell Rodrigues. Wendell, as someone who's very passionate about Goa, when you see all of this happening, elections are normally meant to bring change, bring positive change. Are you concerned for Goa?
I am concerned at the moment with Amazon India Fashion Week, and I can only say what as a genuine Goan with his ear to the ground, that I just hope all these parties, no matter what happens, I think there's an anxiety among the Goan public, which I want to tell all these gentlemen, is that we are concerned whether these parties are desperate for power or reaching into deep pockets, but not thinking about the future of Goa for Goans. This is my message to them, that whatever happens, we just want you guys to sit together and decide not what's good for you and what's not good for your party, but what is important for Goa and the Goan people.
Okay, you're saying that's the main thing, to sit together and work out what is good for Goa and Goan people. But the concern here, Wendell, is that this entire arrangement may not last very long because of the fact that the BJP is dependent on so many smaller parties who frankly seem to be shuttling from one side to another without any concern. Is that something which is a reality, Vijay Sardesai, that because you don't have any ideological affinity to the BJP, you are not a pre-poll ally, you have fought the BJP, you have fought Mr. Parrikar. How long is this arrangement going to last?
This arrangement will last until the government works on a common minimum program.
Yeah.
The backbone of which is Goikar Pon, which is Goanness.
Right.
See, we have got the votes and we've got the seats based on our slogan of Goikar Pon, which is a very regionalistic style of politics.
You're saying that it has to be on this common platform,
Yes,
but
we have not merged with the BJP.
okay, but also joining us, all right, also joining us are those individual leaders and individual MLAs who crucial to making the difference tomorrow. One of them is Churchill Alemao. He joins us on the phone line, presumably from South Goa, which is his stronghold. He fought on an NCP ticket. Mr. Alemao, thank you for joining us. We are live on NDTV. What is your position, sir? Are you supporting Mr. Parrikar? Are you supporting the Congress? What's your stand?
At present, I am a NCP. At present, I am NCP. I am yes, watching what the situation. But I'll be with the government is going to form, and that government I'll take the support because I want to do my development in my constituency.
No, I'm trying to understand from what you're saying, what is your position? Are you going to vote in favor of Mr. Parrikar?
See, my position, I told you, which government is going to form tomorrow. Yes. My support for that government because I want to develop my constituency. Because my supporters told me, whichever the government is going to form, you must support because we want to work. But other things that I beg with the
but
Congress for 2 years for the ticket. The Digvijay Singh was denying me the ticket. Even then I joined in NCP. We asked the we asked to alliance with the 2 seats. They not given us. I elected and
okay, let me ask Digvijay Singh.
Tomorrow I cannot say.
No, just one second. Let me ask Digvijay Singh. Mr. Digvijay Singh, there is Churchill Alemao fighting on an NCP ticket. He says you denied him a ticket. Now he's voting for Manohar Parrikar.
Well, Churchill Alemao is a stalwart who has been in different political parties at different times. He is a law unto himself, a great, I would say, a political figure of Goa politics, and we have the greatest regard for him.
Okay, but here he's on the line saying you denied him a ticket. Are you admitting that's a mistake now? Would you like to reach out to him at this late hour?
Well, he's been in touch with us from day one.
Is he still in touch with you?
Yes, of course.
Mr. Alemao, is this true? Are you still in touch with the Congress?
Pardon?
Are you still in touch with the Congress party?
I told you at present I am
Mr.
NCP.
Alemao, are you still in
Which the
touch with the
government is
Congress
going to
party?
form tomorrow.
At the last minute.
The BJP is going to form tomorrow. My outside support for the BJP. If the Congress is going to form the government tomorrow, my outside support for the Congress. Not inside anybody.
Will you become a minister in the government?
Maybe I'll be there with them. What is the harm to me? Because my whole supporter, everybody.
Okay, Mr.
was
Alemao.
told me to don't wait. You take the support of the ruling party, and I am there with them. Which party? Let us know that tomorrow. So the 3 hours are left.
Yeah. Okay.
I must appreciate the commitment of Mr. Churchill Alemao to his voters.
Okay, Shripad Nayak, in conclusion, the fact is that, you may deny the allegations of money power, but the fact is that all these smaller parties and independents have all been made ministers. From what I understand, of the 10 ministers sworn in, including Mr. Parrikar, 7 are actually from smaller parties, and these are non-BJP, quote unquote. These are the outsiders, as it were. Only 3 BJP ministers.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
Is this,
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of government is this going to be for the people of Goa? Is this a government of principles or is this a government simply of power and opportunism?
नो यू सी जिस तरह से हमारा सरकार आया हुआ है अभी तो सभी पार्टी को ऐसे कोalition गवर्नमेंट एंड
But ये सरकार टिकेगा?
जिस तरह से
आपका सरकार, is this government going to last?
हमारा उनके साथ जो कोalition हुआ है उसी तरह से हम बनाएंगे जो बाकी मिनिस्टर बनेंगे हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हो जाएंगे.
बट ये सरकार टिकेगा आपका? क्या ये टिकने वाला है?
Can I jump in,
जरूर
Srinivas?
हम पूरे यस वी विल कंप्लीट 5 years. वी विल कंप्लीट 5 years tenure. Yeah.
Wendell Rodrigues, go ahead.
Srinivas, I just want to say that in this complete theatre, as we call it in Goa, of politics, I just want to say that the Goan people now have a responsibility. The public who have voted these people in need to, whichever government is formed, need to be more proactive and not watch this as a French farce of sorts. Because we need to call up these MLAs, we need to call up the government and make sure that they deliver on the promises that they were elected in. And for that, the Goan people have a large part to play and must not sit down like couch potatoes watching this entire scenario unfold. Because they are also the voters who have voted in these members of
Okay.
parliament.
Right. Digvijay Singh, just step back for a second away from Goa and look at what happened here, the fiasco in Goa, the fiasco in Manipur. Don't you feel this reflects a deep crisis in the Congress and a deep crisis of its leadership?
No, there is no crisis as far as Goa and Manipur is concerned.
But the crisis in the Congress.
No,
Yeah.
there is no crisis in the Congress. In fact, the High Command had fully authorized the General Secretaries in charge to take decisions. And there was no interference.
But here we had a situation where Mr. Gadkari worked all night. He called up Amit Shah, Narendra Modi. They cleared Manohar Parikar's name. By 8 a.m. in the morning, it was done. Congress, we are told, slept through the night, and by the next morning, it was all over.
No, certainly not. We did not. We were with Vijay Sardesai in the midnight of 11th and 12th. And he had very categorically said, anyone except Lucian Falerio will be acceptable as the Chief Minister.
But was
And I made him talk to Rahul Gandhi ji also.
so Rahul Gandhi was monitoring all this
Yes.
through the night?
And he spoke to him.
He spoke to him?
Yes.
You spoke to Rahul Gandhi, is this true?
See, I spoke to everyone.
But also to Rahul Gandhi.
I'm convinced
Yes.
that Manohar Parrikar is the best option for Goa at the moment. We have given him an assurance that has made him resign as the defense minister and come back. So we cannot contemplate
Best
going.
option for Goa, somebody you called
No,
the
no,
deep.
no,
I mean,
no,
I
no.
don't even
The
repeat
best
that word.
See, whatever that is in
Dalal.
the past is in the past. The future is Goa first.
Okay.
Now the agenda is Goikar Pon.
Okay.
This is a Goikar Wadi Sarkar.
All right.
So this government, I am not merging my party in the BJP. I have my identity, I have my principles. We will stand firm on it and we will see to it that no strong agenda which is against minorities or anyone nobody will ever even imagine to do this here. Congress in the meanwhile is overloaded with grandfathers who are all ex-chief ministers, who all are interested in becoming next chief minister. They have to be brought in buses to the governor's place and they say we have been bought.
Right.
We are in our houses here. We are not in hotels kept anywhere.
And all the
These
Congress MLAs are in the bus. Last
have to
word
be
from
brought
you.
in
Where are they?
You see, it was convenience. It was convenience. Instead of 17 people going in different cars and create a traffic hazard, we went in a bus.
Okay.
And all MLAs are staying wherever they are staying, and there is no crisis. In
Okay.
fact, I would like to know from Mr. Parrikar which MLA is in contact with him. In fact, I have got record that the BJP General Secretary has been calling Congress MLAs to abstain themselves from voting tomorrow.
All right. Okay. Well, Mr. Parrikar in fact said that if the Congress had come in cars to Raj Bhavan, some cars may have not gone back. But if the camera can just zoom out and give you a sense of how many people have gathered here to watch this debate, it gives you a sense of how anxious and how engaged the people of Goa are with what happens tomorrow and then what happens to the future of their state. And one really hopes that all those who are part of this political theatre, as Wendell Roderick puts it, live up to that responsibility. We'll be tracking that big story on NDTV 24/7, but we're completely out of time. From all of us here, good night.